Good morning, first of all, and I'm excited to have this opportunity to share my knowledge of counseling and my thoughts about Kettering Middle School.
How did you become blind?
I have an eye disease that got worse as I got older, so in 1982, long before you were born, the summer between my 6th grade year and my 7th grade year, I lost all of my sight due to an eye disease that got progressively worse as I got older.
How did that affect your childhood?
I was teased, I was bullied. Bullying was a really big thing in the 80s as it is now. I was teased unmercifully because I wasn't able to interact with my peers, because the age of 12 and 13, you guys are playing a lot of sports, whether it's soccer, whether it's basketball, whether it's football, riding bikes, but not being able to do that kind of left me isolated and by myself, because people were not as inclusive of blindness as they are now.
What made you want to be a counselor?
What made me want to be a counselor is the fact that I needed counseling when I was coming through one of the worst experiences of my life, losing my sight. And there were several people throughout middle school, high school, and into my college years who said to me they thought I would be good at it. I can listen to people. I understand what people are going through on some levels. I don't understand everything. However, I do listen well and reflect back to them what they're saying well.
Do you enjoy your job?
Absolutely. Because this age group, the middle school, between the ages of 11, 12, 13, and 14, you guys have a sense of understanding of language development versus elementary school. So you can tell a person just what you think, how you feel, and you need a little structuring on, should I think it that way? Should I feel that way? How should I feel? You can ask the appropriate questions.
What is the most important characteristics of a school counselor?
To be able to listen and not judge what the person is saying by who they are, what grade they're in, how many times they've been to the office. To be able to listen and try to understand, putting yourself in their shoes. Empathy is the word I would use, putting yourself in their shoes and saying, how would I feel if this happened to me?
How does our school compare to others?
I'm biased because I believe that Kettering Middle School is the best school on the planet. I don't think people take advantage of all that Kettering has to offer to them. I don't think that Kettering Middle School students embrace the faculty here with the level of respect that they need to, but it's your age, it's your level of maturity that doesn't give you that yet. But when you graduate from high school, go off to college, med school, law school, dental school, come back, you'll be able to appreciate something somebody said to you.
What was your college major?
My undergraduate major was communications, broadcast journalism. I wanted to be like you, interviewing people in front of the camera, working, writing questions, writing articles for newspapers, things of that nature. My master's is in guidance and counseling through education. So I went over to the Department of Education at Bowie State and majored in education. Then I got my doctorate in counselor education, which further grounded me in working with people in counseling.
Do you keep in touch with any of your former students?
Absolutely, absolutely. They call me, I email them, I call them to check on them and make sure they're maintaining their goals and they're achieving their goals. And they motivate me. They motivate and encourage me to keep going, because they always remind me of something I said to them that pushes me a little further to say, maybe that'll work with some kids at Kettering Middle School. That same statement.
What was your greatest success?
My greatest success as a blind counselor, with all the adversities, sometimes the computer doesn't cooperate, sometimes my systems go down that I have in place. Survival for me, lasting 20 years when probably most people in the county would have thought I've given up by now, but surviving the last 21 plus years and ready to do another 20 more.